Jeffrey Dahmer. The most surprising thing to me about this series wasn't the fact the guy was eating people, but it was the fact that people only seem to figure out about the guy since the Netflix series came out. And these people are living in America and they never heard of this motherfucker who's eating people. How could you not? I'm living in Ireland and I fucking knew about the guy. Yeah, I watched the show. It wasn't as gruesome as everyone said. I did think it was good. Wasn't as gruesome as everyone said. There was shit in it that you were like, oh yeah, a bit gruesome, but not that bad. But I definitely give it probably about a 7.5. I said from the beginning, before episode 6, it just wasn't that good. It was very fucking boring. I hated the bits of him when he was a little kid. Like, I just felt very boring to me. There wasn't that much shit going on and I didn't really give a fuck. But as soon as, and spoiler, as soon as that fucking deaf dude came in, it was a banger. I will admit the last few episodes were fucking, not 10 out of 10, but they were close. They were very good episodes. The neighbor, I loved her. She was fucking sick. It was a shame, and a spoiler, it was a shame when I found out she wasn't even fucking real. Well, she was a real person, but she didn't actually fucking live next door to him.
For funny, whatever Jeff was cooking, Jeff never bought no groceries. So what could he have been cooking that smelled like chitlins? Chitlins have a very peculiar, nasty odor to them.
Which was a bit of a shame, because I did like that little bit they had going together, because then I looked up online, and apparently his neighbor actually thought he was a nice guy. He never fucking knew about the shit. The whole thing was, I did know about the guy. I didn't know about the bit about the 14-year-old, which is fucking crazy that the guards gave him back to him. Like, that is fucking mental. I'm gonna go on to TikTok now. We're gonna watch these fucking, because people have been making edits about this guy, so we're gonna fucking watch it. Like, why not? I might have to change the music, but anyways, we're gonna still watch it. Here's the first one we got. Like, fucking look at this, man. I'd love to see the person who sat down and actually fucking made this. I did not realize this is based on a motherfucker murdering this guy. I know this episode in particular was very good. Like, he was very good. The story they made together was a very good story, but in real life, he fucking murdered this guy, and they're making an edit to make it seem like fucking sexy and all. Like, come on. Here it is. Here, people saying about Jeffrey Dahmer and Juice WRLD. Look at this shit.
Still trying to find a way to win. I the guy that's when it all begins. I don't need a rollie on my wrist. Perfect timing, God with the assist. I've been working.
How the fuck did people not know this? He must be taking him. Yeah, exactly. Who didn't know that? Like, come on. And it's not just this motherfucker. It's tons of them. Here's another one. Dark Horse. This fucking video had like 1 billion views, and people are only figuring out they said Jeffrey Dahmer in the fucking thing. Like, come on.
People are calling out Katy Perry's song Dark Horse for referencing Jeffrey
Calling out her for, when did she fucking make this song? She made it in 2014.
Dark Horse back when I was in high school, not knowing who Jeffrey Dahmer is. Not until I watched his story on...
How do people only fucking figure out who the fuck this guy was? Like, how? Oh, come on, this is so fucking dumb. How the fuck? And this, she's definitely
last
American.
night.
Yeah, you don't have to give us a... I'm pretty sure anyone with a brain... It wasn't like he said it like, Jeffrey Dahmer. Like, under his breath or something, he said, Jeffrey Dahmer. Like, fucking hell. We got another one here. Fucking hell, like, it's so dumb. Like, I'd imagine they're just doing it for a quick view or some shit.
Still trying to find a way to win. I the guy that's when it all begins.
How did people not know who the fuck this guy was? I'm not even American, I know who the fuck he was.
Still trying to find a way to win. I the guy that's when it all begins. I don't need a rollie on my wrist. Perfect timing, God with the...
Does this guy know this fella literally I know Evan Peters didn't, but fucking Jeffrey Dahmer has eaten, like, he literally ate people. Like, it's so stupid. Like, people watch the show and they're like, oh yeah, I want to fuck the guy now. If Jeffrey Dahmer was still around now and still ate people like this dumb motherfucker would still get in the car with him, no problem. They wouldn't see anything wrong with it. But yeah, that's the big problem I see when making these type of shows. I like these shows, but you have these fucking just weird ass motherfuckers. There's another video of a girl and she's saying she felt sorry for Jeffrey Dahmer. Like, fucking come on.
Is there something wrong with me because I high-key felt bad for Jeffrey Dahmer?
Yeah, that's the problem with making shows like these, because then people fucking start thinking Jeffrey Dahmer is fucking sick and all, after he literally did eat people. Like, come on. And another thing I have a problem with people making Jeffrey Dahmer edits is that it wasn't that long ago. It was about 30 years ago or something like that. So when you're making these edits, there's a chance his brother or someone's sister, like a victim's sister or brother, might see the edit. And imagine they seen the fucking guy who's after eating their brother, murdered him, and then you're making a sexy edit about the guy. That's the only problem I have, but you shouldn't feel bad about liking the Netflix episode, because I liked it. I thought it was really good, but just don't make edits about the guy. He wasn't a good guy. And for the people trying to cancel Katy Perry for a song she made in 2013, it's just ridiculous. She didn't say, oh, Jeffrey Dahmer is sexy, I want to suck his dick. He literally, it wasn't even her that said it, it was the other guy, and he said, oh Jeffrey, something about eating a heart like Jeffrey Dahmer. Like, where in that have they said he's a good person? Like, come on. It is ridiculous now. I definitely did like the show. I do have a feeling Jeffrey Dahmer probably had some racial thing to it, because they were all black, or maybe he just knew that the police were all racist and was like, oh yeah, I'll get away with it this how. And another thing I felt bad about how the way they just knocked the building down and just left it as a grassy field. Like, they didn't make anything out of it. I feel they either should have kept it up and just left it as like a reminder of the people who died, or if you're gonna take it down, kind of make some fucking park or something. It's literally just a grass field with a fence around it. Like, you can't just erase the people that died there. Like, come on. Alright, side note, that one guy who actually got away with him, in real life, I swear he's going to jail because he murdered a homeless man. Yeah, it says here he was arrested for homicide in 2011 after he was seen on a Milwaukee bridge with 2 other homeless men. So apparently he murdered a homeless guy. Like, that's fucking mental. Like, yeah, Dahmer must have fucked him up, because apparently that shit went on for 6 hours. Like, that is fucking crazy. And then you have fucking girls making sexy edits about this guy. The guy literally told him he was going to eat his heart. Alright, well, that's what I felt about the Dahmer Netflix series. Alright, see ya.